Yo, what's going on, guys? Senju San here, back for another Legend of Korra review. This week's review is going to be a little bit shorter than last week's review, probably, because I have so much stuff on my plate. I apologize for not being able to get the Naruto manga review out. Like I said, I've been just freaking busy. I have a lot of stuff on my plate, and so I might end up doing the review. I might end up doing a Naruto manga review for next week, or I might just hold it off and end up doing a review for the following chapters. It just depends. But on to this review. This week's episode, entitled Civil Wars, is part one of, I guess, a two-parter. The episode starts off from where it ended last time, where the Northern Tribe was invading. Well, I guess invading is the right term to use. They were invading the Southern Tribe's space, and the Northern Tribe ends up taking control of the Southern Tribe and everything. They start policing them, and obviously the Southern Tribe did not like their presence there. They didn't like them controlling them, telling them what to do, locking out their ports and stuff, and their borders and everything. And so there was a threat of a war going on between the Northern and the Southern Tribe, or a threat of a war about to start. And so the Avatar constantly scrolls throughout the episode to try to figure out how to deal with this. And her one of her main problems is that she doesn't really want to be biased. She really doesn't want this sort of infighting to happen, because you gotta remember they are all from the same tribe, and she doesn't want to feel like she's turning on her own tribe, the Southern Tribe, and so she's really conflicted. And with all this happening, Aang's son Tenzin's daughter is missing, and so Tenzin and his brother and his sister go out looking for the girl and everything. And so throughout this episode, we got to hear more about their upbringing and how Aang really showed a lot of favoritism toward Tenzin, because he was an airbender, unlike his brother and sister, who was a non-bender and a waterbender. And so we got to hear a lot about their childhood, their backstory, which I liked. And we got to see them interact, which I loved the interaction between them. And I really liked how they did their different personalities, and really just how they related to each other and everything. So a lot of things happened to really move the story forward. The threat of the war going on, and then there was a assassination plot against Umlok, in which some of the southern people wanted to go up against him, and then Korra finding out that of course her dad was plotting to assassinate him. Well, he wanted to really get his brother out of power, but by the end of the episode, we end up seeing that basically he wasn't the one responsible for trying to assassinate Umlok and everything, and the Avatar convinces Umlok to let the man stand trial after she ends up defeating the guys that were conspiring against Umlok and everything. And I want to talk about, I do really want to go into that scene that she ends up talking to Umlok and everything, while she's talking to him and going and trying to reason for them to stand trial and everything. If you notice, he's all in the dark and everything, so I guess that sort of scene is sort of supposed to point to him being the evil guy, basically the villain, in which, you know, we know that it sort of seems like his intentions are pure, and I kind of really don't want him. I'm pretty sure he's not going to be the major threat this season. I feel this is what I'm predicting. I really think that he is just a sort of kind of a roadblock to what the main issue is going to be for this season. Because like I said, his intentions are kind of pure, but I guess it's sort of the way he's going about it. And I kind of don't want him to be the main villain. I guess you can say the main villain of this season. I'm hoping and I'm thinking, I'm pretty sure that there's gonna be a bigger sort of end game to what the whole big new threat is gonna be. So I'm pretty sure he's not the main baddie or the main issue that the Avatar that Korra's gonna have to overcome for this season. And just to tie into that, I want to talk about the ending. Now, at the end, like I said, Korra's mother ends up telling her about her father wanting to get his brother out of power, but Korra ends up talking to her father, and he says that of course, him and his brother, they're brothers. He would never do something like that because of course she thought that he had something to do with the whole assassination that she ended up preventing and everything. But at the end of the episode, Uma comes in to try to arrest Korra's mother and father. Now, that brings me to the question, what is going to happen for Korra's parents for the next episode? Well, I can see this thing going in only two ways. One, Korra tries to reason with Umlok. Will she end up having to go up against him, or will he manipulate her? Because that's really what he's doing, is manipulating Korra this whole time. Will he manipulate her into, being okay with it? I'm pretty sure that has a bigger possibility of happening because she's been manipulated so far this season. And so the way I see it going is she's going to be manipulated until she finally figures out, something is wrong with this guy. Uh, what he's planning is something bigger. It's something bigger than just bringing the tribes together, because that's what the whole thing was supposed to be about. Yeah, so that's my thoughts on this week's episode. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below, and hopefully I'll be able to review future episodes. Like I said, my schedule is freaking crazy, but if I don't do a review for the next episode, I will tie it in to the episode that I do a review for it. I hope that I can, do more reviews and everything. But I hope you guys enjoyed this review. Let me know what you guys think was gonna happen to Korra's parents, and what's gonna happen in the next episode. So until next time, this has been Senju San, and I'll see you next time for another Korra review. Until then, peace.